Hello, I'm one of those beleaguered Canadians, and we are facing an election in which we have a prime minister who's eviscerated our economy, and we are trying to fight back from a conservative point of view. But we're not getting anywhere, and even mentioning the fact that we want to talk about the issue gets us practically hung, drawn, and quartered in the public square. So has anybody got any ideas on how one might push back, or is there any inkling anywhere of any successful ways to counter these? Because the consequences are incredibly serious. We might none of us may be on this trip next year because we maybe all be impoverished and riding horses around the city.
Well, Justin Trudeau is incredibly anti-Alberta, anti-oil sands, anti-all that. But it is interesting, Anthony, that there is a line that politicians cross at their peril. Monsieur Macron thought he could say the sort of things that young Justin does, and he found himself with all these gilets jaunes in the street protesting every weekend. Down in Australia, the Labour Party thought it was cruising to victory on fanatical climatism and got the shock of its life and a totally unexpected election loss, at least in part due. It seems to be that when it goes from just prostrating yourself before the climate gods in general to actually saying, okay, now you're going to have to pay this much more in tax. When it becomes something concrete, people check out of it.
They do, and there was a poll that was conducted by the UN on their website over the past several years, and it talked about the major problems that the population of the world saw, and they wanted them to be ranked. And climate change came in almost dead last. It really did, and that was the UN. But, you talk about people prostrating themselves to this god of climatism. What's really going on in a lot of cases with the scientist and with the politician is something called noble cause corruption. They believe that they're saving the planet, and therefore the end justifies the means. And so we'll get there by inflating the models. We'll get there by creating scary scenarios. We'll get there by scaring school children and making them think that they have no future. And that's what's been going on. And it's all because of noble cause corruption. And it's a very, very sad thing. And it's something that has poisoned a good portion of our youth today.